Hey.
Good morning, Miss.
I would say everybody that made it to the hurricane last night is pretty happy.
God, those poor people. I know. Well, we have one friend. He lives right on the water, and luckily, thank God, right, he made it.
Yep, we were awake all night.
We were.
At least till like about 3 a.m. Following his post, texting with his wife. Thankful
the water went over the wall, his seawall, but it stopped like halfway between the wall and his house is what the pictures look like.
Yeah, he's really lucky. He only had damage to his pavers. And we were also following this guy called Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, yeah, the crazy guy who stayed in his boat.
Poor handicapped man who I think he may have been homeless, and somehow he ended up with a boat.
Well, and he bought the boat.
And he didn't want to leave the boat because then he'd be homeless again. And his prayers were answered. He made it.
I think a lot of people prayed for that guy. I know I did. Come here, Meg.
Absolutely. And
good girl.
I think there's a young man out there raising money for him, so they're going to try to help him to have a better life.
Oh, that would be.
Hey, good morning, Ron.
Ron, how are you? How are you doing, buddy? Hi, Ron.
So I didn't sleep very well last night.
No, you didn't.
And then I couldn't go. I kind of slept for a while. Then I couldn't go back to sleep. So I got up at the crack of dawn and went out and spent time in my garden.
Yes, you did.
Which my garden really needs some attention after.
It does. Oh, there goes a rabbit.
Oh, where'd he go?
You missed him. It was a big old fatso one like this.
And then Meg wasn't very happy with me because I decided, as tired as I was, that I needed a bath.
Yep.
And so she barked the whole time I was in the bathtub.
I know.
She's saying, hey, it's time for my walk.
And then when I went with the leash and said, let's go for a walk, she just laid down and said no.
Ron says he's doing good.
Hey, Ron, how's that weather coming along?
No hurricanes there, right?
No hurricanes in Maine, I don't think, no.
No hurricanes here either. Yeah, we're pretty happy about that. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, no hurricanes, twisters, tornadoes, none of that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Floods.
We were watching like videos of the water spouts, the tornadoes, and honestly, I was really afraid.
I was too.
I was feeling like that's a great place to visit, and man.
We did visit, remember?
We did.
Went to a wedding.
Yeah, we actually went to a wedding at the
St. Petersburg, actually, right? St. Pete.
We went to a wedding of the friends that we were following, and their house was actually destroyed shortly after that from a hurricane. And they had just finished rebuilding it, and so
I think it was Hurricane Ian.
Yeah, Ian.
IAN was the one that destroyed his house.
So we're really thankful that his house didn't get destroyed this time. He says it's 50 degrees there.
Oh, that's...
What is it, 75 here maybe?
No, it's about 80.
80? Feels good.
It's warmer than it feels. Warming up fast.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I was noticing we had a lot of squash setting on in the garden.
Did you see all those eggplants?
And we got eggplants, and that pumpkin is going crazy.
Yeah, you know what?
That's the pumpkin spot.
He's coming. The pumpkin spot is coming just in time for Halloween. We'll do a jack-o'-lantern.
Or Thanksgiving, or...
Yeah, right, or Thanksgiving. You don't have to pick the pumpkin.
You can use it
wait until they call for a freeze.
I know for the watermelon, you want to wait until the stem kind of dries up for it to be ripe. And I need to look and see how it works with pumpkins. I'm kind of curious how a pumpkin would be as a side dish, seeing that we're growing pumpkins.
Right.
Maybe some butter, some nutmeg, a little cinnamon.
Yeah. Speaking of nutmeg, we got some right here.
Yep. So I did read that you're not supposed to give your dogs pumpkin pie because the nutmeg and the cinnamon's bad for them.
Oh. I didn't know that. So they got a whole list of good.
Why would we want to ask our dog about foreign policy? Good morning. I don't know how to say your name. Let me guess. Depeche Mode?
Oh, Depeche Mode. That's the name of a band. That was a band.
I think our dog would say something like world peace.
Yes, world peace and world hunger.
End hunger.
Yeah.
Beds for all dogs.
Yes, and bones and beds for all dogs.
We adopted her from a shelter, and she loves her bed.
She does.
We don't think she actually had her own bed until we had her, because she really loves to go lay on it during the day.
Yep. She's just as happy laying on her bed in the bedroom by herself as she is with us, I think.
She's kind of like a teenager when they have their own room.
Yeah, exactly. She's like a teenager. She likes to go in her room and lock the door.
Besides, everybody talks about politics.
Yeah.
we can talk about something else.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining us.
Thanks.
Any plans today? Well,
we bowled. I bowled, Ron, for 4 straight days. I really bowled good, made some good money. Shot some big games, some big sets. And tonight I bowl again in league, though.
yeah, and I'm going to go watch.
Rose is going to go watch for the first time. She hasn't been coming, but she's coming, so I'm
Yep.
excited. All my friends and her friends will get to say hi.
Yep, I did get to watch most of his tournament, though.
You did.
So that
You
was
did.
pretty awesome.
That was very awesome. What do you think, man?
Okay, we have somebody looking for a football pick. San
Yeah.
Francisco 49ers versus Seattle Seahawks Thursday night football tonight. Who wins?
Ooh.
You know, I'm glad you're bringing that up because I actually have to make my football pick.
We're alive in the $150,000 contest.
We're alive and last one standing.
134 tickets left.
Oh, 134?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
he sent me the.
So which one of us was the closest?
Andy was.
Andy was. Okay. That's right. He said
Yeah.
140.
Yep.
Yep.
You go for a walk. Let's go. Yeah. So
So there's probably at least 5 more weeks, right? Unless a bunch of people go
Well,
out.
it can be 1 week or 10 weeks. You never know, really.
Yeah. And I'm sorry I didn't answer your question. I actually am not good at football.
But
And,
you're doing good.
I've been doing okay.
You started with 5 picks at the
I
beginning
have
of
a
the year.
sacrilegious approach to things. What team really sucks, in my opinion, and whether
Bet
or
against them.
not the team that's playing against them has a chance of beating them.
Right.
That's my approach. So Ron wants to know if we have any specific costumes for Halloween this year, and actually we
Well,
don't.
You know what? We don't, but normally I just throw a sheet over me and I go as Casper. I cut 2 holes.
Well, I can tell you a
That's what
funny
I do.
story about
And I
Halloween.
put a derby hat on.
He puts a derby hat on.
Yeah.
Well, when our daughter was little, she liked to go trick or treating, and of course, most years you really couldn't trick or treat because it was too cold.
that's good.
But one year we trick or treated with her, and she insisted that I wear a costume. And I
What were you?
really wasn't into the costume thing, but I just happened to have a red coat with a hood, and I had a really big black dog that looked like a wolf.
Let me guess.
And so
Little Red Riding
I
Hood.
told her I was Little Red Riding Hood, and she was happy, and I was
Yeah.
relieved.
Yeah. Oh. You did have a big black wolf.
Okay,
Really?
so Arnell Mickle Jr. says the game is in Seattle tonight.
Ooh, that's right. The Niners and the Seattle. That's going to be a good game. Who do you like? I kind of like the Niners.
He wants to know who we like, but we want to know who you like too.
I like the 49ers to win, but I don't know if they can win by.
We don't know what the
se-
point spread is, do we?
Yeah, it's 7.
Oh, it's 7. That's a big. Oh, I hate it when
That's
they do
a
that.
big number.
Yeah, there was a pick I didn't. Oh, you're walking near us. Well, good morning, China. Awesome. We there was a game I didn't pick last week because there was such a big point spread.
Yep.
And Mr. Painter was explaining to the girl who knows nothing about football betting that you can't pick the team that's down 7.5 points.
Well,
so
you can, but you might win, you might lose.
so it was pretty tough, but luckily the Broncos
Luckily, you
pulled
picked
it through.
the Broncos, and they were only -2, and they won big, and you destroyed the Raiders.
and nobody thought my my hubby kind of gave me some
No,
credit.
I liked it.
Yeah. Our
That was my
our
pick.
friend that's a handicapper was kind of like, Broncos, I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
he was a little doubtful, but turned out they were an easy win.
I kind of feel like I would pick the 49ers over Seattle, but we've had so much going on this week, I haven't looked at all the picks that we have. So I'm going to cheer with you, Arnell, for the 49ers. Go for Niners.
The 49ers are the better team, but Seattle is pretty good. But they could.
If there's a big point spread, I won't be picking it for the last man standing, but I'm going to cheer for the Niners with you. How's that sound?
I'm cheering for the Niners, baby. Go Niners.
So, Ron, what are you going to be for Halloween? You asked us about our plans. A lot of times we've given out candy, but it seems like the last couple of years there hasn't been too many kids trick-or-treating around here.
Yeah,
so
I know.
I think we might just shut our light off and be bah humbug.
No, we're going to get candy.
Are we going to get candy?
Yes, we are. And
Okay.
If some kids come, we're going to give them candy. We're not.
All right. We are not going to be bah humbug.
No,
we are going to
we're-
hand out candy.
We're going to hand out
So-
candy.
We probably need to mark ourselves as having candy on the neighborhood app.
Right.
Oh, you're welcome, Arnell. Arnell Mickle Jr.
Mickle.
So yeah, we're gonna give out candy.
We're giving out candy, Ron. I buy the good stuff too. I get like the mini M&Ms, you know, the little pack, and the mini candy bars.
And then when the kids don't come by our house, he eats it all.
Then I get to eat it. That's right.
I'm a chocolate snob. I like the high keiko kind that's not too sweet.
And I like the kind like Baby Ruth.
He's a sugar boy. He's a sugar boy.
Sugar boy, give me my chocolate.
He wants a little chocolate with his sugar.
I like Snickers. I like M&Ms, Baby Ruths. I like Milky Way and the Three Musketeers. Those are my favorite.
All right. They're not bad.
They're all good.
When I was in college, I really liked those ones, Almond Roca.
Oh,
Now,
I like that too.
now they're so sweet, I can't really bear to eat one, but that was my very favorite in college.
You gotta be careful though with your teeth. Though, with
Yeah.
that thing.
Oh yeah. You really got to watch Peanut Brittle because people actually have broke their teeth on that stuff before. Wow, it's such a great day out here today. I hope you're enjoying the walk, Cheyenne. I'm enjoying it. I know Meg is.
She is.
She barked at me the whole time I was in the bathtub saying, "Mom, let's go for a walk."
She did. What a good girl.
Man, it's beautiful out today.
It is.
Just loving it.
We are in beautiful Las Vegas, 80 degrees, not a cloud in the sky.
Okay, so somebody's asking me if I'm voting in November. I am voting, but we don't. This isn't a political channel, so we're not going to share our political views. I'm kind of the mindset that we are voting, but there's so many strong views out there that I really feel like people need to come together with things that they have in common because there's too much diversion, and that's a little scary. Things could get pretty violent here if people don't start looking for things that they have in common with others.
Respect each other's opinions.
So yes, we will vote, and we will respect the opinions of other people that vote as well.
That's right.
Right?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, it's just a yes or no question. Well, awesome. We more than answered it. Okay, so Winter says, "Go Ravens."
The Ravens are really good too. I like the Ravens because I'm from that area. They're in Baltimore, and I'm from Northern Virginia. So I used to like the Ravens.
So Ron is into Halloween. He's going to have candles for the kids, and he's going to decorate the house.
Wow.
Awesome. Our daughter, she was really into decorating for everything. In fact, I just mailed her Halloween decorations to her in Alaska a couple weeks ago because she had little pumpkin lights and other little happy Halloween things. So that's fun with kids.
That is.
I confess we haven't done a whole lot of decorating since the kids went back to Alaska, right?
Oh my God. Yeah, we haven't done much decorating, you know, because
you have to clean it up.
Kids, you know,
you have to clean it up afterwards if the kids aren't here.
Well, one good thing when they were here too is they would help eat the candy that we didn't
That's
get
true.
out.
They would help eat the candy. Although I noticed they were kind of getting into a health trend.
They were.
Aw, Bunny Bombs, thank you. Thanks for telling us we're nice. I appreciate that. We try. Winter says fall is their favorite season.
Oh, wow.
because
They ski.
the weather is cool, basketball starts, and Halloween. Well, that's awesome.
Oh, that's right.
Thanks for sharing that with us. So one thing I am going to do to decorate with our abundant sunshine here in the desert of southern Nevada, I bought some pretty sparkly lights that are solar powered. And so when all the leaves fall off our fruit trees and we're done harvesting the pear cactus fruit from our big paddle cactus, I'm actually going to put sparkly solar lights that will come on at night for both the front and the backyard. I feel like that's kind of festive. What do you think?
I think so.
And free energy.
Free energy, that's right.
I remember in Alaska, electricity was so expensive that a lot of people actually really cut back on outdoor Christmas lighting, which was kind of depressing because it's so dark there in the wintertime. You need all that color to kind of cheer you up.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Look at that.
Oh, what breed is our dog? Our dog is half Siberian Husky and half American Staffordshire Terrier. And I only know that because when we adopted her from the shelter, they said she was a shepherd mix.
Yeah,
and
they said she was a shepherd, and I said,
and we're
way.
like, no. And we found out those DNA tests really aren't that expensive.
Yeah, so we did one.
So we did one, and we were really surprised.
Yep.
And that's actually an intentional breed. They mix those two breeds together on purpose to get a smaller dog.
Yep.
But she's actually very strong, and she would roam if we'd let her.
Oh yeah, she's like just like a husky. They like to go.
Speaking of which, we need to check her tracker. I haven't gotten any messages from her tracker lately. I'm wondering if it's turned on.
Oh,
Let's check that when we get home.
Is it on
We-
her now? Okay.
Yeah. Well, we put a tracker on her because shortly after we got her, she actually got loose.
Yeah,
And-
she wasn't sure that
And
we. Yeah,
actually, shortly after we got her, she jumped her wall, and our neighbors were like, "There's a dog in our yard."
Yep, she
and-
jumped over a wall, big wall.
And we wouldn't have known. We were trying to use a dog door with her like we used with the dog we had before. And she actually jumped our wall into their yard, got freaked out when she saw the neighbor man literally cleared the wall in one bound back into our yard. And so after that, we got a tracker. And then like 2 days after we put it on her, she got spooked and bolted when we came home. And so we had to,
She sure did.
let's see here. Hey, so, just a moment here. This is a PG channel, so try to keep it clean out there, all right? Thanks. Anyway, the good news is it only took 2 hours to find Meg after she ran off.
Yeah.
But because of that tracker, we were able to find her. And
Girl.
Tractive actually has been a really good company to work with because these trackers seem to last about 7 months and then they die for whatever reason. And if you have a problem with your tracker, they will replace it within a year of purchase. And every single time our trackers quit, they replaced our tracker. So they've been a great company to work with. Your days are getting shorter. Ours are too. Probably not as short as yours are. We still have just a little more than 12 hours of light. And I was checking that this morning because I was looking to see when it was going to be light because I woke up, couldn't go back to sleep after monitoring that storm and everything. And so I got up around 5:30 and I was sitting there looking to see when it was going to be light because I thought, well, what a great morning to work in the yard, right? And it was kind of nice.
Cool.
It was a really peaceful way to start our day.
Very cool. She's shedding even in the wintertime.
She's still shedding,
Yeah.
but our temperatures are still getting pretty warm in the day. Pretty soon she'll stop and we'll have like maybe 2 or 3 months of no shedding, right?
Yep. That would be nice.
Meg could share hair with everybody else, right?
She could. Look at her. She just shares the hair.
Well, it sure has been a pleasure chatting with all of you. Some of you are new people to the channel. Thanks for joining us.
Look at the hummingbird. See him right there? See it?
Yeah.
Look at that.
If
guy.
you enjoy this content, we also do some canning, we do some gardening, we do some sewing, And we get a little Meg out for a walk just about every day.
Every day.
Oh, thank you so much for subscribing, Winter. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Thank you. I hope everybody has a blessed day today.
Yeah,
Thanks
everybody.
Thanks
Have
for
a blessed
watching.
day. Enjoy the football
And
game. It
good
should
luck,
be a good one.
49ers. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Go Niners, baby.
Go
I'm for the
Niners.
Niners. That's my team.
Okay. Have a great day.